Welcome, Earthlings! From the minds of Dylan Oltoft and Rob McNair, we bring you Laughing on a Prayer!
Привет всім класні кошки і котята.
I have a sudden urge not to no longer drink my cup of tea you offered me.
Da, comrade, da. Do not touch any of the doorknobs either, my friend.
I don't think I'll touch any sort of knob in here, thanks.
This is very clever.
Less than 20 seconds, first knob gag.
Oh, yes. Big knobs.
What do you call me?
I call you good friend.
You're going into like Borat's manager now.
He's nice.
Hello there everybody and welcome to... Rob, what number are we on to now?
We are on episode 5.
Holy shit.
Can't believe we're still alive.
A fifth hour of us wasting people's time.
I know.
Episode 5. Welcome to episode 5 of Laughing on a Prayer. I don't do it as well as the echo voice.
No.
Not at all.
No one does though, so it's okay.
Nah, it's just too emasculating.
Yeah.
Thank you once again, listeners, and welcome. We once again have a huge batch of entertaining banter, questions, arguments, and all sorts of nonsense for you guys today that we know you know and love. However, Rob, we're starting this episode in a very particular way. What are we doing?
Oh, yes we are. Well, believe it or not, we have actually got a question from a listener.
Oh my fucking...
But more than that, we've got 2 questions from the same listener. But we have 2 questions.
Fair enough. So, once again, if you'd like to ask us a question and get it answered, put it down there and we'll answer it, like right now. Do we have a name from this listener?
Charlie.
Charlie. Cool. I want to venture his chocolate factory. Oh, that sounded suggestive.
I mean, all right. Less than 2 minutes in, we've had knobs and something else, I guess.
I'm going to use my golden ticket to enter into his chocolate factory. Afterwards, I'll leave him with lots of Oompa Loompas.
I think if you tried to do that to Charlie, like Chris Hansen would have you in handcuffs within like 10 minutes. I'm just saying.
I would have loved that, Grandpa. Right at the end when the glass elevator and Willy Wonka leans in and says, "I'm going to give you everything, Charlie." Grandpa Joe takes off the mask and it was him all along. Mr. Wonka, we've been building for this for years. We know what you've been doing.
Chris Hansen just like, why don't we have a seat right over there?
Willy Wonka's factory is the equivalent of Epstein's Island. They've been investigating it for decades.
Oh, God.
All the Oompa Loompas are only dressed up like that. They're all children. It's like Chocolate Neverland.
Oh, God.
So then, our first question.
Okay, right.
So, Charlie, what have you got for us?
So, Dylan.
Ooh, for me.
You do jokes about ginger people.
Prove it.
We'll get back to you on that one. Allegedly, you do jokes about ginger people.
That I do.
If you could give all ginger people one superpower, what would it be?
Well, the first thing I want to say is to be able to brave the sun. Again, we're like vampires. If we didn't have to fear the sun, I think we'd take over the world in about a week. Yes.
Only if you're invited into people's houses.
Yeah. Okay, I want to give all ginger people manual control over their hair. Okay, what I was going to say that, I mean, you know how poison ivy can just control plants?
Yeah.
I want ginger people to be able to control their hair like that villain from the Powerpuff Girls, that they can make like Medusa and all that.
Right.
So we'll all grow our hair long and we'll all be able to control it and to be like extra limbs like Dr. Octopus, but gingers with hair.
Can you control the colour?
No,
Or is
no.
it just always red?
Yeah, always red. And then we'll have a big war over gingers controlling our hair like Magneto against an army of you regular normals with scissors, giant pairs of scissors, and we're battling and it's chaos. It's like the ending of Little Shop of Horrors with the plants taking everywhere, except it's our hair.
It's like Day of the Triffids.
Yeah. Oh, that's another point. Yeah, we can control it manually and we can grow it at will and shrink it at will as well.
Can you actually say like...
So we're literally like sprouting like 10 feet tall and walking around like Dr. Octopus with our hair.
Oh, you could like... Yeah, you could just like get to like the latest fashion like hairstyle ever.
Absolutely. Halloween as well. I'm cutting it.
Oh yeah, you could make your hair like it, couldn't you? That'd be kind of cool.
Could make it as long as I want and I can control it as well, so I could be a hair assassin. I'll make my hair grow to an insane length, wrap it around someone's neck and lift him in the air. Jeez. Hair assassin, no evidence there.
Do you think that, well, apart from hair follicles, maybe?
Oh yeah, but what? Come on, I would name you one criminal. What did they call forensic pathologist who's going to say yes? This man was choked to death by hair. That has never been a thing, surely.
Well, not yet. Do you think that Ed Sheeran could then like play the guitar with his hair?
Oh, he'll fashion new strings.
Yeah.
I guess yeah, and the thickness is the thickness of the strings what defines the chord, isn't it? So yes, there we go. I guess hair power. That's.
But like, could he play the guitar with his hair? Like you said, he could.
I don't know. How good is he?
Well, Ed Sheeran, I think he's pretty good at guitar.
Then yeah, sure, we will. Yes, absolutely, he could.
That'd be kind of cool.
He will be our bard as we march into battle.
Okay, so you give ginger people.
I'm in love with the hair on you.
Hair on you. Oh, what's?
We're gonna strangle your body.
Oh no. That's just a serial killer ballad, is what that is.
All right then, so that's mine. What have you got one for you?
Well, this is for both of us.
Ooh, okay then.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
If we had to make the characters from Lord of the Rings into political figures, what would you do? He's given an example, i.e. Samwise for president.
Right.
Samwise 2020.
Okay, so they're literally. This is just them giving them the powers of office rather than linking them to current leaders.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, then it goes without saying, Saruman is obviously the secretary. Are we talking about our country or America? Because you said president there. Like, can I let someone be a queen?
I guess. Yeah, you could let someone be a queen. I mean, they have queens, don't they, in Lord of the Rings? Yeah, they do.
No, they have kings,
Yeah,
so yeah,
so
they
must
imagine
have
they do.
queens.
Oh, Arwen, does she become technically a queen because she marries Aragorn?
Yeah, I
Anyway.
think so.
A lot of book fans that are going to be keyboard warriors in the comments.
Also, they'll be right as well. We're the ones that are wrong.
Okay, for the queen, I'll make it Meryn, and Pippin can be Philip. So Meryn and Pippin are the two
Meryn and
leading
Pippin.
monarchs. Okay.
Yeah, nice. So we've got a progressive leading monarch couple there.
For Prime Minister, I'll go with Legolas, both blonde, floppy-haired. Okay.
But Legolas is sort of like the opposite of Boris Johnson.
Yeah, I know, and I think that's what we fucking need right now. Okay, you who would you put as where?
I think.
Let's say like a head of the MI5, Secretary of War, of Education, and all that.
All right. So Secretary of. So let's think. Okay, so
Or Minister in this country.
yeah, Minister of Defence.
Yeah.
Probably be Gimli
Why?
because he just seems like the sort of. I just think it'd be quite funny.
I
was gonna like.
I picture an advisor going up to him and being like, Minister Gimli, France has declared some trade problems. Throw them my axe! I'll throw my axe at them!
Yeah,
So, you know,
exactly.
we'll be launched into a lot more wars with Secretary of whatever Gimli.
Yeah, but we might win them all.
Yeah, maybe. Well, that's then. Who's going to be our?
I feel like this is dwarvist as well, but I might put him in like
Cover that in the last podcast.
Minister for like finance, like Chancellor of the Exchequer.
Why is that? What's that got to do with his height?
Well, it's not to do with his height. It's because he's a dwarf and they mine shit.
I
don't know.
No, that's not dwarfism because in the actual context of thing, they all do like the mines of Moria and all that sort of thing. They do love to mine and shit, don't they? Okay. We haven't said anything for Frodo. Although to be fair, he was crap.
Yeah, I'd make Frodo like a voter.
Stick him in the House of Lords. They're all useless.
Stick him in.
Samwise, however, he's a good boy.
I think he should probably be Prime Minister.
Samwise.
I feel like Samwise should be Prime Minister. Just because he's like the one that does like most of the stuff.
Yeah, but the first thing he'll act when he comes into office is like, new laws, everyone must have taters.
Yeah.
Need some good taters for your stew. Everybody, all of England now. Potato value on the stock market will increase with Samwise in control.
Yeah.
And he'll definitely cut funding for recovering crack addicts. Given his experience with Gollum.
Do you know what? I think I'd stick like Legolas and Gimli being like like the Grenadier Guards that guard Merry and Pippin.
Oh, right.
Because I just think they'd be kind of like, can you imagine seeing Legolas and Gimli in like, one of the bearskin hats and.
I'm about to say the bearskin hat is probably the size of Gimli.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Is there anyone else? I guess. I mean, do we have to just do the heroes? Can we put the villains somewhere?
Oh yeah. Oh, so like Saruman would probably be like the Minister for Education.
I was thinking that as well.
Because when Christopher Lee speaks, you fucking listen.
Him walking through the halls with Ofsted, still with the staff and everything, judging classrooms.
Ofsted.
So you have chosen pain. Defunding every school he comes across with his little orb to stay in contact with.
That's his Zoom meetings.
Oh, what was that thing called? The Valentini or something?
The what?
The little ball he contacted Sauron with, the Valentino or something.
Wow.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I don't know, but time to piss off more Lord of the Rings fans.
Oh, who knows? It explains it in the Silmarillion.
It probably... The thing is that that's probably true. It probably does.
And it goes without saying that MI5 or SAS is clearly the Eagles. The Eagles are coming!
Although, What?
Yeah,
that's probably... Yeah, no, would they be? Yeah, no, I suppose they... Oh, no, they'd probably be... No, they'd be the post office.
Gotta love how we've put no one elves pretty much nowhere apart from Legolas, and we haven't mentioned Aragorn, who's the fucking king in Middle-earth.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, Elrond might be a good, he might... I don't know what he'd do, actually.
No, he'll be the one leading... He'll be the one blowing up Parliament and all that, because obviously...
Guy Fawkes.
Hugo Weaving.
Oh, yeah.
In a mask against Prime Minister Samwise.
Prime Minister Samwise.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, that was trying to blow up the king, though, so he'd be trying to blow up Merry and Pippin, wouldn't he?
No, that was the whole plan. He blew up Westminster Abbey at the start of the film, and at the end it was to blow up Parliament.
Sorry, I was talking about, Guy Fawkes.
Oh, actual Guy Fawkes, yeah. All right, I think that's a good selection for our peoples.
Yep.
Once again, if any of you would like to ask us a question, we will do exactly what we did there. We will butcher the question and feebly attempt to answer it.
You probably won't get an answer. We're just going to be honest with you here.
But thank you, Charlie. Thank you so much. You are a great source of questions and cocaine. Anyway.
Allegedly.
When I say source, I don't mean you're our dealer. That's just a name for coke, isn't it, Charlie?
The wee bonny Prince Charlie.
Ooh. Which now brings us into what we start off with. Questions galore.
Mordor.
Questions Mordor.
Yeah.
Which is what you do when your house has run out of entrances. You shout, Mordor!
Or you're an orc. or you're an orc that sort of has an existential crisis. Questions Mordor. Are we the baddies?
Do you think there was one orc that was like, I'd rather be a baker?
Yeah.
I just like making bread.
Yeah,
I don't really want to murder and burn down.
Yeah, do you think there were passive orcs?
There had to be
pacifist orcs that just wanted to live in the woods or something. And it's you know what? I don't think this war is kind of worth it.
There had to be some sort of orc admin. All those soldiers, there had to be paperwork of people getting paid, all the invoices for their armour and weapons. There must have been a department, like an office space, full of orcs, filling out forms and requisites and invoices and paychecks and everything.
Do you think they had healthcare?
See, that's what made Sauron get so many communities. He had good dental and healthcare.
Yeah,
you saw the voice of Sauron. He had great teeth, didn't he?
Yeah, immaculate.
Mordor dental.
Mordor.
And what did the elves give you? Fucking nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Those guys, and they just buggered off in the end as well. It's mate, just fucking save the world, and now you're leaving. Come on.
Well, to be honest, would you want to reconstruct all that?
No, it's oh no, shame.
Like the first architect that steps in the rubble of Hiroshima. I've got a lot of work to do here.
Yeah, you're interesting. Also, what did the elves actually? So hang on. So in Helm's Deep, there was a platoon of elves that turned up.
Yeah, 20, and I don't think they even had helmets.
And then there was they had helmets. I remember they had helmets. They're kind of cool helmets, actually. And then Legolas obviously is there. So, and the dude. So you have sort of about 32 elves that sort of took part in the massive battle for Middle.
To be fair,
the war
though,
for Middle-earth.
we only ever had one dwarf, so we can't give all the elves shit. Yeah, they said that there were dwarfs that died in Moria, but those weren't all the dwarfs left in the world. Yet Gimli was the only dwarf we ever fucking saw who fucking fought.
Yeah, exactly. We should I mean, to be fair, he did the work of like many dwarves, though.
There is that moment in Helm's Deep I find insufferable plot armour. I think it's him and Aragorn. They just jump onto that bridge, literally jump onto the orc spears, and they're fine, just swatting away like Spartans.
Yeah, I mean, there is a fair amount of like plot armour, actually.
Legolas literally surfed on a shield with his endless quiver.
Like, what's it? What's it? Fucking Gandalf literally dies.
Yeah, that shows.
And then comes
that really
back.
does highlight the racial inequality of Middle-earth. You die and you come back even whiter.
Grey lives matter.
There we go. 60 minutes in and we're cancelled.
Fucked.
Right, we can't make the whole thing. Maybe in the future, if you want a whole Lord of the Rings themed podcast, fucking say it, because we can keep going for days. But Rob, whose turn is it to ask the question first?
I think. Well, we just answered one. I'll ask a question.
Okay, you first. What have you got for me?
Okay, right.
I'm ready. Let me brace myself. Oh, catch myself.
Oh God.
No tangents. Go.
All right. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Right. Okay. So, you are currently in a saw trap from the horror movie.
Fuck. Any specific one or?
The first one.
Oh, the reverse bear trap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no! You have to be with someone else actually. Yes.
I have to cut the key out of someone.
Yeah. Right. Who are you cutting the key out of?
Okay, a pedophile.
A pedophile.
I don't know.
Someone.
Does it have to be someone close to me? Like someone I care about.
Yeah, because otherwise.
Great. Oh, my family ain't listening right now because I'm about to fucking say someone's name.
Because isn't that sort of like the point? Is that it's got to be sort of harrowing in more ways than one.
I think just having to murder someone for my freedom's quite bad, but. So I get to choose. Okay. And it has to be someone close to me. You're really screwing me.
I know.
I'm not going to come out of this well. Okay. I'm going to choose the barista at my local coffee shop because he always gets my coffee just right. I go in and he says, "Hi, Dylan," and all that sort of thing, and I say, "Hello." He says, I don't even have to say it. He knocks it through, I tap, and I get it in 5 minutes. It makes my starts of my day perfect.
Damn, man.
I'm going to fucking kill him. I won't even need the scalpel. I will use my nails and get that key. Because for one reason, they can just get another barista. And second, I'd like to live, sort of thing. And on the reverse of that, he'd do the same to me. Because I don't tip.
Oh, you heinous monster!
A lot of our American listeners be thinking that right now.
Yeah, they'd be. Yeah.
With your absurd tipping culture. But yes, okay, I will free myself from my local coffee barista.
Okay.
Just quickly putting this out there, no disrespect to coffee baristas. We love all of you. I'm a barman. We all work in service.
Also, I tip when I go to restaurants, I always leave some money anyway.
Rob's holding his tip right now.
Exactly. I've got my fucking dick out.
We both do. We record these things naked. I'm sure you can't appreciate that in an audio form until you hear us clapping in a certain way.
Yeah.
That is heinous.
Yeah, but that's what I sound like. All right, you got a question for me?
Absolutely. Okay, so you have to be in a porno.
All right.
You're going to do it. You have to do it all the way that's expected. But you get to choose the subcategory. You can choose yourself to be in any category you want, but it has to be full-on porn. Like I'm saying, you can put yourself in that weird stepbrother, stepsister shit. You can do German dungeon porn, bukkake.
Can it be lesbian?
No, because lesbians won't want to have sex with you unless you want to be one of those creepier things that hypnotizes them. But you could choose whatever category you would want. What porn are you going? What
man.
porno are you going to do?
Oh man. I'm trying to think of subcategories now.
Or just regular category. Choose
or just
the porn.
regular category.
It doesn't have to be too specific, like fucking sucking on toenails.
Okay, well, it's not going to be that anymore.
Rule 34.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of like a funny kind of one. What would be kind of good? Like doing
funny porn. So you're gonna shag clowns.
Yeah. Well, no, not clowns. I'd do one. I'd make it like really high budget. If I do it in like.
You're gonna
like,
work for Bang Bros.
Like
Wait, who are they?
Probably like. I'd do it in like a.
What's the genre? What you got for us?
Oh, I don't know what the genre's called.
Are you gonna do it? What is this going to be? One of those parodies, or you said you want it to be funny?
Oh well, no, but I do it in like a scenario of like Greek gods because they used to shag all the time.
Okay,
obviously, so it's like if you have people playing Greek gods, I don't know what is that like.
Again, I get all that as some
is that
sort of
mythological porn?
I don't know what category you put that into. I guess that's some sort of parody. I'm sure there's plenty of those. Okay, so who are you in this then?
Zeus, because he fucks all the time.
Right, but remember because this is obviously ancient Greece, and so he may have gone a lot of different directions. So you might have just accidentally put yourself in a bisexual porn.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Get a human centipede thing going on there.
It depends how much I'm getting paid. Like if I'm getting paid absolute shit ton of money, I'll be like, oh, all right,
It's for charity. Your knobbing is going to put cats through college.
Oh, I fucking hate cats.
Fine, it's going to put hamsters to be doctors. Hamsters for doctors.
You could have just said.
It's going to give doctors hamsters.
Oh, you could have said dogs. Then you could have dogters.
Oh shit, that's good. Fine, you're putting dogs through medical school.
Yeah, that's why I probably. Oh right, so then I do like a nurse medical themed one.
Are you the nurse?
Yes.
That's progressive.
Yeah. Exactly.
So what? You jumpstart the patient who happens to be a woman with a double G sized cup. You jumpstart her back to life, and she's so grateful for resuscitating her. Thank you, I'm glad I'm not dead. Fuck me.
Yeah, but we're in America and we don't have national health and I can't pay for my...
There has to be so many porns that start with that. Their doctor's bill. I can't pay this. We can work something out.
It's like the thing, it's like putting a pizza. Oh, but I don't have any money. It's like, what the fuck do you order pizza then?
Yeah. Oh, I don't have enough cash in the house. Is there no way you can work this out? No.
Do cards.
Well, as listeners might be interested to know, Rob at one time did deliver pizzas, and if someone went up to the pizza, would you have to pay for it? Could you, if you went to a place and someone shagged you for the pizza rather than paying for it, would you come back and be like, well, you got to pay for it then, Rob?
I mean, not that I tried that ever, so I don't really know. But it'd be on.
If our partners are listening, neither one of us have.
Yeah, I don't know. It depended though. It depended how much they tipped.
No one ever came to the door naked to get their pizza as like a TikTok joke or something.
No one ever did that.
Never had the woman that was just wearing the long white shirt. Hi.
No, didn't have that. No.
So life's not a porno. That's tragic.
No.
Okay.
It fucking sucks.
So you're
or
gonna
it doesn't in some.
So you're going to be a male nurse in an American healthcare hospital resuscitating someone to put dogs through medical school.
Yeah, and I'll be British, and all Americans love British accents. So
I love how they think there's just the one British accent.
Yeah.
Hey, you've got a British accent. That's cool because they just think all of us are like 18th century dandies.
Yeah, but then when they do accents, they often go like, "Oh, hello, I'm from England. Oh, hello."
No, they usually do that. All right, governor.
All
like
right,
everyone's
governor.
from Jack the Ripper, London.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, like the artful dodger.
Oh, like I'd like to see American me. What is it? A Scouser or
Scouser? Yeah.
Birmingham.
Birmingham.
All right, you're American. I can't do Birmingham accent.
Hey, Peaky Blinders.
Peaky. Oh bloody hell. Right.
Fuck.
Wow, that's gotten on the recording.
Yeah.
Right then. Okay, what's my next question?
All right. So this might fly over the heads of people that live in caves. But there is a moderately successful TV show called Game of Thrones.
Oh.
What would your Game of Thrones banner be? Like, what's your sigil, like, of a Game of Thrones banner? So, like, you have your house, you have House Alltoft.
Okay,
What is your banner?
How...
And what are your house words?
Oh, the slogan. Okay,
Yeah, okay.
Thing is, I already thought of something like this back in its heyday, but now I've got to make this funny. How big of a house am I? Am I, like, on par with the Lannisters, or those Rose people that the old woman was with, or...
The Tyrells.
That's it, the Tyrells. How big am I?
I guess you're the biggest average house.
That's the greatest compliment a woman has ever given me, listeners.
Yeah. The biggest average.
You're the best average I've ever had.
It's like you're not... Like, people know you. Like, you're moderately well...
Is that
well
mathematically
known.
possible? You're the largest average. You're at the top end of average. You're almost above average.
Yeah, like, you're the 69 out of 70.
Oh, this is getting really painful.
But what are you doing? Like what is it?
Okay, I'm going to have a image of a swan, but it's going to have a sword right under its legs, so the sword looks like a large knob.
Okay. And
And the slogan is, beauty will fuck you. House Alltoft, swan with a dick sword, beauty will fuck you.
Beauty will fuck you.
So we are graceful, but ready for battle.
And you've also got a swear word in your words as well. So.
Oh, absolutely. We're a house that became relatively new, sort of thing. We attained our noblehood after the Mad King died because we pissed on his corpse. So King Robert made us a noble house.
Do you think you could make, like, a story behind why your sigil is a swan with a cock sword?
Yes, because during the war with the Mad King and all that, our family exclusively farmed swans. Because you see, the people of Dawn love to eat swans. It's a delicacy over there. The Dornish love swans, and we mainly traded with them. And what they mainly gave to us in exchange for those swans was swords. But one time during the Mad King's thing, the Mad King sent a battalion to kill our swan farm because, he hates swans. He thinks they're smug. So he sends his battalion down, and we attach our swords to our swans, launch them at the soldiers, and the swans are flapping their wings about and kill the entire battalion in a graceful wing-flapping way. And we knew right there, swans with swords strapped to them would be our sigil as a noble house.
Now, George R.R. Martin, if you're listening to this, he made that up on the spot. You have no excuse not to finish that shagging book.
I won't lie, I'd like to see the writers of Season 8 top.
I would like to make the prequel of that battle. What would it be called? The Battle of Swan... A Storm of Swans. That's what that book would be called.
Just a still image. And you get one of the actors, the guy who played the spider or someone narrating it, like in those things, the extra commentaries and that, when you got the actors talk about the stories.
Yeah, you can imagine him, or even have a scene where he's talking as, Varys, about the Battle of the Swan.
And the guy who runs the house is known as the Swan King.
The Swan King.
The King of Feathers. Something like that.
The King of Feathers.
On every shield is the sigil of the swan outline with the cock sword.
Oh yeah, can you imagine?
And it's complete coincidence, by the way. No one's ever noticed that, but that's where they happen to attach the swords.
Oh, or you could have shields that are in the shape of swans.
That'd be shit, because you get an arrow that'll go through gaps.
Yeah.
So we keep losing our men. I know, but they're dying while they look good, at least.
Yeah, but yeah. And that's all that matters.
And that's our noble house.
That's your noble house.
Very well then. Alright then, Rob.
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg, Quentin Tarantino, and Martin Scorsese, for some fucking reason, have approached you and they say, Rob, we're going to make whatever film you want with all three of us producing. What do you make?
Man. I'm gonna make.
Knowing all of their experience, the films they've made, they're producing your film.
I'm gonna make a Hitman movie.
What, Agent 47? Or just about a film about a killer?
A film about hitmen.
Right.
But it's gonna be set in the 1920s.
Ooh.
In where's the place that Martin Scorsese always films?
I
like
don't
New
know.
York. I don't know.
Probably
But I'm
Manhattan.
gonna do that. So we've got, 1920s.
Oh, 1920s America.
Yeah, 1920s America.
Post World War One, I think they were very
Right.
profitable after that, weren't they, America?
Apart from the old,
Well, it was before.
stock market crash.
Yeah, but that was just at the beginning of the 30s. Like the 20s was
yeah,
prosperity for them,
29s,
wasn't it?
the Roaring Twenties. So
Yeah.
the Roaring Twenties. So Tarantino's already sorted. Lots of guns, lots of violence. It's
Great
gonna be
dialogue.
Great. Yeah, exactly. Great
Tarantino.
dialogue. Tarantino sorted.
Will it have Sam Jackson?
Yes, it will.
If you can have him, have him.
Yes, it will. It's also going to have Mel Gibson. So we got him sorted. Then we're going to go to Spielberg. 1920s. Definitely some good.
Get E.T. in there. He's the target.
Yeah, he has to kill E.T. And then he gets.
Retcon him. He was
Yeah.
it came to Earth once before.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
That's it. They're hitmen that go and just kill aliens.
Wait, so like a darker Men in Black? Okay, I'm liking this.
And then so you get that like cool story writing, definitely some good camera angles, and then Scorsese. I guess you have like kind of gangster films because it's the 1920s. You have gangsters, and he's good at that stuff.
Prohibition wasn't around yet, was it?
Yeah,
That
it
was-
was 1920s.
I swear that was the 30s.
Well, it's 1920s.
Because it was like during
It
the
was
Great
like-
Depression, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm before. I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure gangsters were around either way.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you'd have like bank robbers and stuff like that, and then I would have I would have it like I'd make like John Dillinger and shit, like all the famous gangsters are all part of like this secret underground like cult that are actually harboring the aliens, and they're like the original Area 51 people.
So is it Sam Jackson, Mel Gibson? They're the two main characters, like a body cop assassins. Or...
No, they're just in it.
Okay, so who's the main character? Who's the main? It's following the assassin, right? Is this like the professional, like Leon?
Yeah, but I think there has to be two.
Okay.
So yeah, they probably would be good. But what I think I'm gonna do is have Willem Dafoe.
Ooh.
Yeah, he'd be kind of cool, and Christopher Walken.
Okay.
Can you do an impression of Christopher Walken talking about doing a hit on an alien? Go.
Okay, now I need this outer space little man to die, and I need him dead now. Because I'm gonna tell you exactly how he needs to die. I have this garrote wire, and he needs to be choked. He needs to be choked so hard, and you're gonna kill him back in the jackpack. Now.
Okay.
So he's the one ordering the hits. Who's he saying this to? Is it Willem Dafoe?
He's one of the hitmen.
He's one of the hitmen. I'm gonna
one of
choke you. I'm gonna choke you so hard, like a mouse in a bucket of cream.
Yeah, fuck it, that's quick.
I can't do Willem Dafoe. I don't know if he's
Yeah.
that distinct. I'll just be quoting the Green Goblin.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, are they dressed in
What would you
suits or?
say? Oh yeah, in the 1920s, everyone wore suits back then.
But there was actually a law in America. You had to wear a hat in public.
Did you?
That was actually a thing once.
Really, that's so weird. But yeah,
Who is it they're killing though? Is it a famous alien? Oh, is it fucking Christopher Walken tracking down Predator?
oh my god.
Your
yeah.
dreadlocks suck. Your motion
What?
sensor and your mask.
Can you say you're one ugly motherfucker in his voice?
Listen here, boy. You are one ugly motherfucker. You know. You little alien bitch.
I don't know. Is it a famous? No, it's like it will be an original Alien, I guess.
Is that covered everyone? You said Scorsese, Tarantino. I said
and Spielberg. Yeah.
Spielberg.
Yeah, that's all good.
What's the title of this film?
It's gonna be called.
And this is really quite top billing, do it? Sam Jackson, Christopher Walken, Willem Dafoe. I would love to see those three in a movie. Comment if those three have been in a movie together. I dare you, internet. I fucking dare you.
I would call it. Oh man. I don't know. I'd call it something like. I don't know. Desperado.
The Cowboys. Fair enough.
Yeah, that would be their name. Like the two hitmen. Like they'd be called the Desperados.
So it's like Tenacious D. One's called Des, the other one's called Parado.
Yeah.
And together they're Desperado.
Yeah, Desperado.
They stick their ass cheeks together and everything.
Yeah, exactly. One of them's called Des, the other one's called Parados.
A lot of people do want to see Crystal Walken's ass, I won't lie.
Isn't he like kind of old now?
It doesn't matter, Rob. It's plump. It's plump. You gotta do squats every day, you'll know, because you gotta make yourself fit. You gotta make yourself fit to go in the movie business, Rob. Let's move on, because I will not stop. Right, question for me. We're almost at the end there.
Okay, a question for you. Okay, here we go. Okay.
I'm all beers.
Good. Okay, would you rather...
Ooh, I love these.
Yeah, would you rather be burned to death...
Fuck.
Drowned, or buried alive?
Can I not die at all?
No, you have to die. Like, all of them. So you die in all of them. But
if I choose to burn to death, is there any chance, like a 1% chance, that Jon Snow will shoot me with an arrow?
No.
Okay.
No, there's... I mean, I know he likes redheads, but... you know...
I won't lie.
I
don't lie. I don't think he'd be gentle. So choosing to burn to death, drown, or be buried alive.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. I'm trying to think of what would be the quickest, because while drowning to death is horribly quick, like after 2 seconds of me inhaling water, my mind will just go blank. So if I'm burning to death, that'll go on for a lot longer and be a lot worse. Like, all of me is literally on fire. I'm literally becoming Katy Perry's Firework here, and I don't like pop music.
Disco Inferno.
And
Katy Perry's pretty good though.
Yeah, she's actually legit. Fuck WAP. I prefer Peacock.
Yeah.
Anyway, and my only reference to being buried alive is, remember in The Great Escape? Obviously, when they were building the tunnel, it collapsed a few times, and there was that one guy in the end who couldn't go through it because he was too fucking shit scared of being buried alive in a cramped fucking tunnel.
Oh, yeah,
I am triggering a lot of people right now. Like, that is some serious shit, because mud has caved in all around me. There's not even a pocket of air. Like, that's... Yeah. I'm going to have to drown, because the only two options have so much panic and slowness to the suffocation and death. Like, I'm going to drown. And plus, you see your life you flash before your eyes when you drown, right? Which means I'm going to go through every time I've done it, at least before I die. When you're burning alive, you're not thinking about getting your end away, are you?
Oh, yeah, no, that's true, actually. And when, like, seeing your life flash before your eyes, you'll be like, oh, Jesus Christ, when does it end? Come on,
That's the point. Do you see your life flash before your eyes in real time? Because if so, how do you know you're not currently dying and seeing your life flash before your eyes right now?
Well, it better fucking hurry up, because this is not...
Because time in your brain is like when you dream. Time in dreams is different from that. So how do you know you're not dying right... Well, we're all dying right now.
Yeah, eventually.
I'm getting fucking Inception here. You're death within a death within a death. Wait, if you're flash your eyes before your eyes and you drown in the light flash before your eyes, do you go in again until you hit limbo? That film was bullshit, by the way.
Which film?
Inception.
I've watched it 3 times and I still don't get it. Maybe I'm just not very, like...
Do you believe the theory that his totem was actually his wife's wedding ring, and because you don't see it on the plane, he is dreaming all along?
Oh, so if he's wearing it, then he's...
Yeah, that's the idea, that his wedding ring is his actual totem, and at the end scene, even when he spins it, it's not on his finger, so that means he is actually dreaming.
But isn't the point of the totem is, like, if it does something abnormal to reality, then that means you're in a dream?
It's more something that makes you sure. So, like, because you see all throughout the film, he's playing with the wedding ring. Like, he's as if to say, this is how he knows he's in reality. But at the end, he doesn't have it on either finger.
Why does he have his spinning top, then?
Misdirection.
It's like, why would he have, like, 2?
I don't know. It's a dreidel, isn't it? He's not Jewish.
Yeah, but it's like...
Are spinning tops dreidels?
I don't know.
So the point is, I would rather drown.
Yeah, okay.
I will drown and Inception was shit. Okay. To be honest though, for how many years are we still dealing with in movie trailers?
A lot.
Oh, it's so sick.
With that being said, Dark Knight is a fucking sick film.
Dark Knight, wait, where'd that come? Dark Knight didn't give us a bomb. That gives us a...
But it's Christopher Nolan. It's Christopher Nolan.
Oh, did he make Inception before or after Batman?
Which one? Because he did Batman Begins.
That made like him like $9 billion or something.
Yeah, which also Scarecrow, played by Cillian Murphy, who Christopher Nolan loves, because Cillian Murphy's in Inception and Dunkirk.
He's a good actor.
He is a really good actor. Irish. And
good.
Yeah.
Love
he
the
also
Irish.
makes he's in all three of them. He makes cameos in Dark Knight and
That's right, in Dark Knight Rises he was the judge, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's like, sold to the man in the cold sweat.
Bit wasted, to be honest. Like, he could have at least had the mask on, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, that would have been kind of cool.
That would have been... Or Scarecrow as a judge. Actually, no, if only Harvey hadn't died. Because actually, in the animated TV series, Two-Face did become a judge.
Did he actually? Oh,
yes.
That would have been cool.
But I've always wondered that in The Dark Knight. It's a bit of a plot hole, how Batman took the rap for all the deaths that Two-Face did, when he could have just blamed it on the Joker.
Yeah, he could have done.
All the people Harvey killed, well, just the Joker killed them. No one's going to argue that, are they?
The Joker did.
The Joker spent the last... Did Dark Knight happen in the span of a week? The last week turning Gotham inside out.
Yeah, I think it did, didn't it? It took place over like kind of a short amount of time.
I love that.
No, I think it was a bit longer. I think it was sort of like nearly a month or so.
Oh, it's hard to tell, but it's so interesting though. Like all the events of the whole film like happens within a few days. Like, did Batman at one point have to stop for water? Like, Alfred, one moment. I just took down the Joker. The boats are fine. I need to go meet Harvey. I need to go grab a Lucozade.
Yeah, with the Lucozade.
I'm so fucking tired.
And the Evian. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Bring a bump of the fucking cocaine as well. I need a hit.
Okay, last question for you.
Yeah.
If you could live in any one thing in the world, where would you live? Now, I'm going to quantify.
So, what do you mean in?
That's exactly what I mean. If you want, you could live inside a famous mountain. You could live in any castle in the world, any building, anything. If you want to live in the New York City largest skyscraper, that's now your house. You can live anywhere. If you want to live inside Mount Everest, hollow it out and make yourself a fuck cave, you can do it.
Fuck cave.
You can make anything your house. Where are you going to live in this world?
Oh, man.
Do you want to hollow out the pyramids and make that your pad? Do it.
I don't know, because that's like kind of where someone's dead.
Or just ask Imhotep to, budge up.
Imhotep.
And that's on the moon. Just stick her on the ceiling.
Oh, man, that's tricky. I'd probably live in...
Bear in mind, Wi-Fi. Because if you're going to live on a mountain like Ra's al Ghul, you're going to have no Wi-Fi. That's why they turned to ninjutsu, because they had no Wi-Fi. We can't...
If you don't have Wi-Fi, you're going to turn into a martial arts, like, absolute master.
Thing is, there's almost some truth to that, because imagine being completely disconnected from all the toxicity of social media. You would be so much more productive.
Yeah, do you know, also that's an interesting thing about... I was reading this thing about why... they think that, like, our generation has so much, like, anxiety. And it's to do with two things. It's, like, first of all, that our generation fucking loves caffeine. Now, caffeine obviously enhances kind of your body. It makes you sort of hyped up. So if you've got anxiety, it sort of makes it worse.
I'm sorry, but coffee's been around since the fucking 1700s.
Also, yeah, but, like, our generation have, like, energy drinks and shit.
Okay,
like now. So, like, people don't like coffee, like, have energy drinks.
Yeah,
right?
you know what the 80s had? Cocaine.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, there's that. But also, social media causes loads of anxiety as well. So, the idea of, I'm going to have a nice cup of coffee or whatever and scroll through social media sounds great, but actually, for your mental health, it's fucking terrible.
Well, yeah, because people are naturally narcissistic. It's your own primal instincts to be self-serving, look after yourself so you can eventually breed. And social media gives you a form of like mental gratification.
Yeah.
Like seeing like 60 people have liked your posts probably does trigger endorphins.
Yeah,
it
does.
is an
It
addiction.
means that you're like, popular, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's like you see like on Instagram, like these Instagram models. I personally find it really creepy because it's like 1,000 photos, all of themselves pulling the same face. Like once you see one photo, you've seen them all, and it's like if you click on one of them, right, and it's just basically the same photo but like 500 times, and it's like really like weird to me. Like I don't get. It's like one photo is basically identical to the other.
Most amazing subversion I've seen of that was a picture of a really buff, bearded guy. And the caption was, "This is how girls take photos at a gun range." And he was wearing the tightest shorts and in a position that was really flexing his ass, holding the gun upwards. No,
I know
like
who that is. I know who that is.
It was the most hilarious thing ever.
Yeah, I know who that is. That's Matt Best. And for those of you who don't know Matt Best, he's a former US Army Ranger, and he is a founder of a coffee company called Black Rifle Coffee. And he's written this book called Thank You for My Service. And like if you're into sort of like military biographies and stuff like that, you've got to read this book. It is some of the funniest stuff I've ever read in my entire life.
Military humour is on a good level. Yeah,
for sure. Great, and he's got I love Matt Best. Anyway, gun bunnies. That's what they're called.
Yeah, it was the most perfect thing because like you made him look like again like Inside Sam's.
Yeah.
Influencers that twist their body. They don't breathe in for a whole minute.
Yeah, it's like oh, I've got a new haircut today, and like 90% of the photos cleavage.
It's you see the men equivalent of that, like guys who have absolute 10 packs, and you can see them clenching so hard. You just write in the comments, "Mate, breathe."
I mean, that's the thing, though. It's like
we both have beer bellies, and we're not totally jealous.
It's not fat; it's relaxed muscle.
Hey, what's your favourite machine? The vending.
The vending. The M60. No, sorry. Anyway, sorry. Back to where I'm gonna live.
Before you go back to that, a quick small tangent. Yeah, funny that, eh? Best military joke I ever heard in my life was actually told to me by, I believe it was a Royal Marine, and he was talking about how when he was out in service, a member of his platoon sadly lost his foot in an accident, an explosion. So what everyone did while he was recovering in the hospital they had a whip round of everyone else in the unit. Everyone chipped in like £100 and they got him a £2,000 premium pair of football boots. That is the best military thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a thing. It's like military guys just have that sense of humour.
And the thing is, the guy absolutely loved it. Wears them every day.
Well.
Wears,
Now we're arseholes.
No, the real thing would be if it turned out he got them in a size that was too small.
Oh, that would be bad.
Anyway, where would you live, Rob? Anywhere in the world?
Yeah.
Holy shit, question time has gone on a while.
Fuck, it has. Oh, man. Okay.
Because you need to still ask me one final question.
Okay, where I'm going to live. I'm going to live in the fucking biggest gun store that it exists in the world. What, like Fort Knox or something? Yeah, I'm gonna live there. Oh wait, that's full of gold, isn't it? You can live in Fort Knox if you want. Let's break in and find out. You can live in Area 51. Oh fuck yeah, I'm living in Area 51. Called it. All right, Dylan, your final question. Yeah. Your final question. He's really worried about the time. I've triggered him. Holy shit, 10 minutes! We have so much more shit to get through. Okay, so Dylan, you are... Steady. Okay, so basically, you've been... Imagine that Greek mythology and Greek gods are all real, okay? And any pagans, I apologise that he's suggesting they might not be. Okay, and one of the Greek gods has come up to you and said, "Hey, Dylan, look, I've got to go and deal with some shit. Okay, I've got to go and deal with some stuff. I need you to cover my job." Which god are you filling in for? I'm temping. Naturally, I kind of want to. Well, you're not you're filling in for their job. You've got to do what they would normally do while they're away. My first instinct is to obviously be Aphrodite, so I can just knob everything in sight. But Zeus always has. And also be hot as fuck. Yeah, Zeus already has. Oh,
So when I gain all their powers while I'm filling in.
You're still... Oh, no, you're just you, but you do what they do.
But I will appear, so... Okay.
No, you'll be you. It's just doing Aphrodite's job.
Okay. I'm going to be Apollo. Do you know what Apollo did in Greek?
Was he the one that had sex with Aphrodite and then he got captured in the net?
His main function was making the sun rise and set with his chariot. Either Apollo or Helios. God of War fans will enjoy that. So anyway, the reason for that is because I'm totally gonna get a DUI on his sun-carrying chariot. But I am gonna get absolutely pissed and make the sun go in all sorts of directions. I'm gonna make fucking Greece feel like Australia.
So like, I feel I bring this up a lot, but for someone of your complexion, do you want to be that close to the sun?
Well, that's my point. I'm now the sun god Apollo, so I like to think.
Well, no, you're not. You're you still, but you're just doing his job.
I like to think. So
it's like if you were Atlas. You would, I mean, he's not technically a god, he's a titan, but like if you were Atlas, you'd still have to hold the fucking world on you.
And I wouldn't have the strength to do it.
It's had to work out in half, isn't it?
You know, I like to think these gods have probably chosen pretty fucking poorly asking a mortal to take over them if he's not given any abilities to do it.
Oh no, it was just everyone else just was worse, and they were like, okay, I guess we could get this.
Okay, so obviously because the sun will be right on my fucking arse, because I'm chariot carrying it, I'll burn to death in a second. Okay, I will be... I don't know, I'll be Hephaestus and make some fucking candelabras all day long with my hammer.
Yeah, because...
I can't twat that up, or can I not pick up his hammer?
Hephaestus, known for his candelabra.
Wait, are those French, or...
Candelabra, I don't know, it's like got fucking candles.
Well, he was just the fucking blacksmith, wasn't he? I can't think of a job where, you know, that will be easy enough for at least a human to do.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's not like, what am I going to be? If I'm Athena, do I get her owl? Her owl that knows all shit? Or...
Yeah, because like you're filling in for her.
Oh, I am so going to... Okay, I'm going to be the god of knowledge, and I am just going to use that owl for so much heinous shit.
Do you know what that owl's called as well?
No, I don't.
It's called Athene.
That is the most lazy shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like really. It's like fucking parents that name their kids after them. It's like
George Foreman.
But it's
got knocked in the head 100 times, woke up and named all his kids George.
Yeah, no, it's like
Will Smith kind of did that. Named his daughter Willow.
Yeah, Willow and was it Jaden Smith from Jada?
Yeah.
Pickett Smith.
But yeah, I guess because here's what I'll do with that owl. I will take that into bars. I'll ask the owl. Okay, you're the fucking thespian of knowledge. How do I? And I'll use this knowledge to pull whoever the fuck I want. Tell me all of the... What's that? Oh, she has daddy issues. All right then. So I'll use that owl for every wrong purpose I can.
I mean, to be fair, man.
Which bank leaves the doors unlocked? Okay.
I mean, I'm going to be honest, man. Like, you could probably sort of guess, like, some people... Like, I don't think you need the owl of knowledge to guess who has daddy issues.
We're in ancient Greece. We're not in modern fucking... I don't know. Oh, actually, Rob, for all the feminists listening, what are the trade signs of someone with daddy issues, apparently? Go on, Rob. Tell us that. What do they look like?
Well...
Yes.
I didn't say they look like anyone.
Well, you said I don't need the owl, so how will I know?
Because I'll talk to them.
And what will they say?
They'll probably say, get out of my face, and why are you talking to me?
And that means they have daddy issues, not just because you're a creep.
Yeah, no, definitely. There's nothing wrong with me. All right?
You fucking incel.
I'm a delight. It's all these other women that are the problem, okay?
You sound like Richie from Butter. Oh, blasted lesbians everywhere. I'm clearly not the problem here. Every woman that doesn't like me is gay.
Yeah, exactly. That's basically a documentary, isn't it?
There's a quote for next Pride Month. Every woman that doesn't like me is gay.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it works, isn't it? Right?
Alright, so that's my answer. I'll be the god of knowledge and use said thing for the every worst reason. And that's not my fault because I'm a mortal. I don't have the responsibilities of a god. But really, in terms of mythology, the Greek gods...
Yeah. I mean, really, if they gave you the responsibilities of the god, they kind of dropped the ball on that one, I think.
Oh yes, because the Greek gods never made bad decisions.
Yeah, no.
There's a reason Kratos murdered the fucking
I mean,
lot
but if we're going to play the blame game, I think Zeus has got quite a lot to answer for.
All he did was put it about a bit.
A bit. Yeah, okay. That you sound like his defense lawyer. Like all he did was put it about a bit.
Really? Aren't we all creatures of love, Your Honour? Yeah. Who's the fucking judge judging fucking Zeus?
Oh, I hope it's Judge Rinder.
We need to get Zeus and Hera on Jeremy fucking Kyle.
On Jeremy Kyle. Or Judge Rinder. I fucking love him on Judge Rinder.
To determine, Zeus, are you the father? And he's the father of everyone.
Yeah, it's like, Zeus, are you the I don't even want to read this out. You are, definitely. It's like, we all know.
We sent your DNA sample to the lab and it melted the beaker.
Yep, packing some pretty powerful stuff. I don't know why Zeus sounds like that, but...
Oh, can you imagine fucking a redneck version of Zeus? Like, Zeus has been alive. Let's say the Zeus, the Greek religion is the one true religion, and Zeus has lived so long, and the one form of people he really identifies with is American rednecks. So Zeus decides, out of every culture, every clique, he's decided to be a redneck. He wears a trucker cap, he disguises himself at tractor pulls... Whatever they do. Do you know
what his slogan would be?
What?
Make Athens great again.
Wouldn't that be Athena? Because he ruled over all of Greece, didn't he? Not just Athens.
Oh, yeah.
Because Ares ruled over Sparta, and they each had their own little bits of... different area would have a patron to them, like a temple.
That'd be perfect. Oh, yeah. So can you imagine a redneck Zeus...
Where was the place with a statue?
So, it would be a statue of him.
Got a trucker cap.
He's got a trucker cap. He's got an AR-15 in one hand, Bud Light in the other.
On the front of the cap is still the flag, like the Confederate flag.
Yeah, the Confederate flag. And then he's also...
Greece didn't mind slaves.
And then he's got... what else is like? Oh, and then he's got a pickup truck in the back. I don't know.
What clique would you assign to the other gods? We've assigned rednecks to Zeus. For some reason, because she's a bookworm, I kind of want to make Athena either an emo or a goth. Because she's a bit of a bookworm out sort of thing.
I mean...
Like Athena really loves My Chemical Romance, owl on her shoulder writing into a diary. Dear diary, Ares made fun of my snake bites again.
I like to think that Hera is just sort of like the, is like a cougar,
Hera is a Karen. Hera is a Karen.
But the thing is, she gets Zeus cheats on her a lot, but I like to think she's sort of the one that just has a bottle of wine at 12 in the afternoon and smoking a cigarette. She's like, I just don't give a fuck anymore.
So Hera is Stifler's mom.
Yeah, exactly.
And Zeus is Stifler.
Yeah, exactly. And then I think Aphrodite is definitely from California. I think probably
she had. Again,
speaking of people that don't live in America, we just know from America through media.
To be honest, there are plenty of people in California themselves who are very aware of the worldly meme of California man. Yeah. You could read any headline and think California, that makes sense. Man uses crocodile.
That's Florida man.
Florida! Oh, fucking hell. That is my bad there. What are California known for?
Well, I mean, they're very, pro-pride and stuff.
Oh, good.
And, they're,
like San Francisco?
They're, very, liberal, so... I can imagine,
Definitely Athena...
I didn't say liberal and then burped deliberately, by the way.
Oh, that's a point. If you had to assign the Greek gods right and left... Athena and Aphrodite would definitely be left. Ares and Zeus would be on the far right.
They'd be on the...
Not saying the far right are warmongering arseholes.
No, Ares definitely. He'd be
Ares would be he'd wank himself off with the speech of the NRA every morning.
Can you imagine?
There's almost a show in that,
although,
really.
to be fair, I think the sort of gun owners, people of America, are kind of the NRA sort of fallen from grace from them a little bit. But that's a whole rabbit hole. But do you know what? I can imagine Aries. Can you imagine Aries like turning up to Aries with like an AR-15 and be like, dude, you gotta fucking try this.
Yeah, because you've only been using swords and shit.
Yeah, exactly. He'd be like, oh my god. Everyone should have one of these.
There should be There's almost something to that. If there are any writers in the audience, write a book where the Greek gods are ruling over America. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Each one of them gets a few states. Like Aphrodite can have a few states, and everyone gets there's 50, so everyone has enough to go around.
There's 50. There is exactly 50.
It changes. There's a North and South Dakota. Just make it Dakota. You know, we get Delaware. Fucking Hermes. Because I think that's where the Federal Express is based. Hang on, they made that.
Federal Express.
You know what we've just pitched without realising?
What?
We've just pitched fucking Percy Jackson.
Have we?
Greek gods in America.
Oh.
We just fucking pitched Percy Jackson.
I'm sure we're going to get a lot of hate from American music. That's not what our country's like.
Oh my god, we just...
The thing is, I wish it was, though.
Oh, fucking hell. I've lost myself there. We just accidentally just pitched Percy Jackson, the Greek god ruling over America.
Yeah. But what about the Greek gods ruling over the United Kingdom?
Oh, that would be an amazing idea that we'd have to go over another time because we've just hit an hour.
Oh, fuck. Okay, well, this has been podcast 5. I don't even know what to call this one.
We'll give it a title.
This one's been the rambling. Is what this one.
Directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
The sequel to The Happening. The Rambling.
The plot twist is that we never got past the questions.
No. We started with your brother's questions. That's what's put us over the edge here.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're usually very quick.
I also totally fucking forgot to mention Charlie is my brother, by the way.
He's only mentioning that because no one's made it this far.
Yeah.
As usual. Guys, if you'd love us to answer a question and everything me and Robin talking about, if you have questions you'd like us to give each other for a laugh, put it down in the comments. Rob, do you have any final words for our amazing listeners, if they're still listening at this point?
Yes, I do. Thank you for listening, and have a good evening, or whenever you are listening to this, day, afternoon. Maybe you're already asleep, most probably. But until next time...
You've been listening to... Oh, shit, No, carry on.
Until next time...
You've been listening to...
Laughing on a...
Bear?
Yeah, sure. Stay young, stay gold. See you next time.
Laughing